Hello! Hi guys! Welcome back to One Man's Junk. Okay guys, so obviously with everything that's going on right now, our ability to go out and hunt in the wild and find fresh new toys is not going to happen for the moment. But do not fret, because I am stuck at home just like you guys, so I'll be doing my best to create some lovely fresh content. We've got loads of toys to go through, so we'll give you something to do while we're all quarantined at home. But aside from that, I have a bumper episode lined up for you today. I have a killer find of the day, something I found in the wild, just truly incredible, so make sure to stay tuned for that. So this here is a little box of accessories sent to me from a good friend, Robert. He had no use for them. He said, maybe you can figure them out. So I don't know what's in here. We're going to pour it out and see if we can identify them. We had a good dig. Some really interesting little accessories in here. Definitely some stuff I can use. I have a little pile of G.I. Joe pieces, weapons. We've got a crotch here. You've got a helmet. You've got a gun. There was some Marvel Toy Biz pieces as well here. This is pretty cool. That's obviously an accessory for Gambit. It's got a little jack. So I'm going to assume, because it's translucent, that it would light up. That's got to be some kind of Ninja Turtle accessory here, but a more modern one. And then there was a lot of Playmates Simpsons accessories here. These are actually fairly easy to distinguish once you've got a feel for them. It's made from a different kind of plastic. It's got a different kind of sheen to it. And also you can tell the kind of stylish Simpsons kind of writing. So again, thanks so much, Rob. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's do these general finds. So the first one is one that was so close to being a find of the day if it wasn't for one small factor. Yes, they went out, got drunk, and came home legless. Oh no. So this here is a knockoff of a Masters of the Universe female character. So as you can imagine, fairly rare and fairly desirable because of course all the characters are male. I'm going upon that assumption because if you look at the body type, it's very similar to Evil Lyn and Tila. So I'm not sure what the line is called. It's probably Goddess of Venus, Galaxy Woman, Galaxy Fighters, Galaxy Person, who knows. But what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to see if I have a spare set of legs for Evil Lyn or Tila and just attach them and see how it comes out. Yeah, you never know. Here's another good one. I picked this up for a mere $2. Wow. Great little find. So this little bike or tricycle, whatever you want to call it here, I wasn't sure what it was. I had a hunch and I was absolutely right. This is from Louis Galob, Biker Mice from Mars, and it's actually for one of the bad guys. It's for Grease Pit. But the story does not end there, because when I looked it up, I researched and I noticed that it was missing the pieces that attach. So it's missing these two toxic waste barrels, and as luck would have it, that's right, I have one of them here. So I have been trying to have this identified for the best part of a year. Of course, I'm looking up Toxic Crusaders, Captain Planet, nothing, no luck whatsoever. So when I did look this up, light bulb moment, and luckily I knew it was, and there we go. And this next one's really good. It's actually for a good friend of mine, helps him out, so I'm happy to do so. This one's for Dan. So my buddy Dan has been trying to complete his Flintstones Junior collection for quite some time. I can't tell you why, but he has been. Now, the nut was missing one piece and he was willing to pay up to $50 for this one piece just so he could complete the collection. I told him, hold your horses, just wait, be patient, I'll find the piece for you. It took me 2-3 months, but I did finally find it for $5 no less. You're wondering what it is? Well, it's Captain Caveman Jr., but he needed this piece here, his wheels. So I'm happy to help him out. Being that I probably won't see him, I'll have this in the mail for you, Dan, and you're welcome, buddy. Finally, being that we're on lockdown, that we're quarantined, have a lot more spare time, so I'm going to share with you a little project that I have been putting off for the best part of a year. Oh yes, what you see is what you get. We've got a huge tangle of missiles, missile shooters. I'm not sure exactly all the lines. I know you've got Hook here, we've got Predator missiles, we've got Spider-Man Toy Biz, we've even got a Rambo bazooka. So stay tuned. Don't think it's gonna take me, half hour. Probably take a few weeks, but I'll keep providing some updates, and we'll see how we can do with this tangle here. Welcome back to action figure identification. All right, here's a good one. You don't see him too often. He's fairly rare. You don't find him, but he's not particularly valuable. That's because he was packaged with real monsters. But if you think that I'm going to be letting go of him, you've got another thing coming, because he is going to fit in perfectly with my real Ghostbusters companion collection, my Ninja Turtle companion, and even my Swamp Thing companion collection. Here's an interesting one. Doesn't look like anything too great, and he's really not that great, but it is from a great toy line. This was packaged with Kenner Police Academy, and it was packaged with the police car. So this is actually used in the back to separate the police from the villains. Here's a really cool little one. You're looking at it and you're probably thinking, come on, Mike, everybody knows this. Yes, it is a sewer manhole cover. What else could it be? It's got to be Ninja Turtles. So this was packaged with the movie star Ninja Turtles. But the reason I'm showing it off is because I found this. How cool is that? Yes. So I was unsure. I was like, what is this neon yellow variant of this accessory? Well, I'm happy to say I figured it out. This is also from the Ninja Turtles movie figures, but this is from the second wave. So that was the wave that was re-released in the mid-90s with different packaging of the same figure. So it's a line that I really like just because I love the video game. And this, of course, was packaged with Playmates Earthworm Jim. Here's a nice little assortment here. So I got really lucky, struck gold, and I found a little bunch of these accessories. So they all belong to the same line, and that is, of course, Louis Galob, and that is Biker Mice from Mars. So some of these you may have seen already. So you see this one here that was packaged with the Sports Star. It actually launches a basketball from this end. This one here is like a kind of grabber. So again, you may have seen this one before. And this one here is the most common one. You got a hubcap and you got this piece here. So this actually shoots these hubcaps like so. You attach it, yep, and then you just push here and it'll launch it. Here's another little pile of accessories that may look like they're related. Well, I did that on purpose. I just wanted to point this out to avoid any potential confusion. So this one here is actually packaged with Playmates, Warner Brothers, and that is Space Jam. And these are the right basketballs that were packaged with them. You see here, it's got that little hole there, so it clips into the hand of the Space Jam character. So that's this one. But this one here, I threw this in as a little plant. Yes, it's a little basketball hoop accessory. Well, that one actually goes to Biker Mice from Mars. It's from the Sports Star, and it's actually packaged with this same accessory. I've had a bit more time to myself, so I've been digging in my mystery accessory bin, and wouldn't you believe what I pulled out? Holy moly. Look at these two suckers right here. LJN June. Wow. So these accessories for the LJN June action figure line. Unfortunately, this one here is damaged here. There's a piece that's kind of snapped off. But still, two great little finds. And finally, this is actually a find of the day accessory. It's too small for the camera, so that's why I have it here in the action figure identification section. But it is to a truly spectacular line. A line that I have been collecting on the cheap and that has featured in the show a few times. That's right, it belongs to the Bone Brigade. Okay folks, it's time for Finds of the Day. Alright folks, prepare to be whelmed with my finds of the day. I promised you something special and I will not disappoint. So first things first, let's get the ball rolling with this here. This is a little plush, soft toy. It is of a basketball. What drew me to it was not just the price, $1, but was this little image here. It's actually got Cool Spot, the spokesperson for 7-Up, or the mascot. I distinctly remember playing that on the Mega Drive, so that's what drew me to it. But what was even cooler was yeah, look at that, how cool it becomes a actual Cool Spot soft toy plush, and it's even got suction cups so it can become a window socket. I still have my hotspot, I now have a Cool Spot, but what about a snake face? Yes. So this is another find, one of my favorite finds. Found this out in the wild, picked him up for a few bucks. He's in really lovely condition. He's definitely one of the harder to find Masters of the Universe figures because it was later release. But what's really nice about him is that he's still in one piece. So that was a lovely find. I was well pleased with that, but what would you say if, well, I've got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. These are of course vintage from the time. They are licensed, in lovely condition. The biggest problem with them is that they're only a size 1, so I unfortunately cannot use them. Okay guys, this is not the find I promised you. I said to you it was something that was going to blow your mind. It is something that's going to blow your mind. It's not just roller skates. It's from a action figure line that was huge in the 80s. It's still huge now. In fact, it's on Netflix still. That should give it away. It is a figure that I've been hunting for quite a while. I've been researching it, waiting for that opportunity to find it. I never imagined in a million years I would find it here in the wild. Why? It was only released in Europe and in Asia. It was not released here in North America. Well, I found it. No, I'm joking, it's not her. It's this one, that's right, the third member of Salt and Pepper. Spinnerella. Incredible. Incredible. So this figure, as I said, was not released here in the US or in Canada, only in Asia and in Europe. As you can see here, it's very similar to this She-Ra figure here. It's basically just a recast, repaint. It came with different accessories, different hair color as well. But this is a highly sought after, very rare She-Ra figure. You can see here the hair is a little messed up. I did speak to a good friend of mine who gave me a tip on how to fix the hair. So I'm hoping by the time this airs, I'm going to have a lovely before and after. I just picked this up and I'm really, really excited to share this with you. Guys, this is probably as good as it gets in terms of finding stuff in the wild. This is an insane discovery. Guys, thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate it all. The likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions. I'm going to be doing my best to maintain content coming out. You know, give us something to do while we're all stuck at home, quarantined. If you have any ideas or if there's anything you'd like to see, or especially if you need some figures or accessories identified, you're more than welcome. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye now. Bye.